Very cool.
It's so funny running into you. It has to be 3 years since we last seen each other.
Dave Hollister, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Chicago 85.
I'm trying to figure out how I get on your nerves, though.
Because you are still playing this. Oh, this isn't my. Don't act like a person I don't want to mention ever again in my life.
Okay.
Woo.
John, don't instigate.
This is your thing. This is your part of this thing. And so you have all access to all decisions being made. And whenever there's a question asked,
I almost did an impression.
Downplay.
You almost did what?
An impression.
An impression of the person.
Of the person he's describing.
Oh, God. Oh.
No.
Do not downplay your significance and importance to this show. Welcome to the Short Disc Podcast. This is YouTube episode 12. Sorry, we've been a minute in, and it's like, you guys aren't here, but this is just an everyday conversation. Listen, we are here. Thank you guys for your support on episode 11. We need you guys to keep driving up those views. Keep going back to watch. I know it's been a couple of days, but go back and watch some more. Really appreciate you guys really watching, hanging in there with us. Thank you for downloading the show. The OG podcast that drops every Tuesday on all apps, listening apps that you can download. The sports podcast show drops on Fridays. This show drops on Thursdays. Just go out and just fill yourself up with all this short disc content because we're just going to keep overflowing the plate like Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
So, how's everybody doing today?
I am splendid.
Splendid. Nice word.
Yeah.
John?
Doing good, man. Doing great.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing very good. It just seemed like it was probably a scam situation almost happened to us about 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Iris's phone. Well, she's always had these like random phone calls for like over a year, calling her phone. And then last year, I don't know if you guys recall, but she lost her phone on her birthday or the day before her birthday or day after. Like within seconds, she went into the store, she put it down as she was paying, and she had went into Walmart, and she turned around, went back in, and it was gone. That was in July of 2021. Well, fast forward to today, someone calls her by the name of Johnny, saying that he had requested her on Facebook and everything because he found her phone. Well, not found it. Somebody sold it to his parents. His parents couldn't open it, gave it to him. And it didn't make any sense because we disabled the phone. We reported it lost with T-Mobile. They disabled the phone. They shouldn't be able to turn it on and see anything. It's not connected to her iCloud or anything. All pictures, everything's been deleted off. But somehow he found her on Facebook and somehow found her phone number. So he was talking all this fast talk till I got on the phone. And I told him I'm going to call T-Mobile. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. And so he quickly hung up. And I had her phone number changed.
Okay.
So you guys will be getting a random text from a number letting you all know that that's her. So
okay.
Same thing happened to me some years ago where my number I had forever, I had to change it. Had to change it on the way to the Strawberry Festival in Plant City because somebody tried to order some stuff on my T-Mobile account using my phone number. And I was like, hell no. So, yeah, dealing with a little bit of fraud.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But other than that, doing pretty good. Had a good couple of days off, not looking forward to going back to work. Yeah, I said it. Even if you work at the same company that I work for, I'm not looking forward to going back to work. Damn it.
I think that's an appropriate human response after coming off a holiday.
Yeah.
Especially a longer holiday that you normally take. So
yeah, you're right.
I don't fault you for that.
Anytime I have the day after a holiday or vacation, like I feel sad, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Melancholy, absolutely.
Yeah. Like and my anxiety is usually on 10 and I'm like, I don't want to go.
I'll tell you this. Wednesday, I got off a little early, and it seemed like from Wednesday to about Sunday, maybe, time went by very slow. But when I woke up on Monday, it seemed like I maybe about 3 hours passed, and we're on Wednesday. That's how fast. Yesterday was a blur. Like it literally was a blur because it feels like yesterday was the day that we took the kids to the theme park.
Oh.
But that was Monday. So it's like, what the hell? Let me tell you how backwards I am right now, how off balance I am, and how the time has gotten away from me so fast. Usually on Tuesdays, that's the day when I upload the voting for next week's OG podcast for episode, whatever the episode's going to be. I did it today. I thought today was Tuesday.
I wanted to ask, but I was like, he's busy. He's off.
No.
I spoke with you yesterday, so
time got. I promise you. I said it today. I said, oh man, it's almost like 1:00 or whatever time it was. I hadn't even posted the voting thing. Let me do that because I do it the day that the episode drops. I thought the day was Tuesday.
Who knows?
Because today is the day that I put the clip up. That's how out of it I am. I need to hit this damn lotto, y'all. All right.
If you do, send me $10.
Don't forget me.
Yeah, don't forget.
Man, listen,
the little people.
Y'all would be on payroll if I hit the lotto.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to move to Florida.
Let me tell you something. I had already, when that big old Powerball had came out, I had already everything itched out in my head, which I was gonna get paid yearly. Where I was gonna buy office space for us to be able to record it, all this stuff. Trust me, that is already.
Pack your bags and come on to Florida, Steph.
Yep, come on and leave. You know you want to leave when Herschel get in there anyway. So,
listen, if they vote Herschel Walker in, I'm definitely getting the hell up out of here.
John, do you think he's gonna get voted in?
Say yeah, John.
I'm going to say it's too close to call because Warnock. That stupid runoff rule where someone has to garner 50% of the vote is just weird, and it's really just made to, I guess, a fail-safe to get a conservative individual in for the most part.
You know, with that, a lot of us, especially the younger crowd, they're not going to go back out a second time to vote,
and that's what they're banking on. But it didn't happen the last time. If anything, what was the other guy's name? Ossoff, John Ossoff. He actually, in the general election, he was down, not even 1%, which no one garnered 50% of the vote, and ended up going to the runoff. And then magically, he is able to get 140,000 more votes than he did in the general election.
Yep.
So just based off of that, I can't say that Herschel Walker may take it. But based on voter turnout, especially early voter turnout, since I've been following that, it usually benefits the Democratic candidate, or in this particular case, the incumbent, Mr. Warnock. So it's highly plausible that Herschel Walker could garner the Senate seat,
and that's so scary.
But it's scary on many levels, especially if you are just a regular working class individual in the state of Georgia, if that guy gets it. And because he's not for raising minimum wages, he's not for working class individuals putting together a union. And there's some other things. I wish I had the list here, but based on his track record and the amount of lies that he's told about himself in his personal life and in his business life, this guy should not get in.
Right.
Coupled with the fact that he is a resident of Texas. But
the man's a resident of Texas?
He is.
He's a resident of Texas. When he filed his taxes, he was getting a homestead, or what do you call that? That homestead credit or whatnot. And he has to file in the state where he has his permanent residence, and he listed it as his Dallas residence. He does have a rental property in the city of Atlanta, but once again, that's just for passive income. He doesn't live there.
So how is he able to run in Georgia?
Technically, you don't necessarily have to be a resident of Georgia. I think after the election or whatnot, you can actually become a actual citizen or resident or permanent resident of Georgia. But leading up to the election, you don't have to be a resident of Georgia. That's how
Isn't that crazy?
behind Dr. Oz was able to run for, what was he running for, governor, or was it Senate? Senate. He was running for the Senate seat
yeah.
in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, he's originally from Georgia, but
I get that part, but
but still,
he's been in Dallas for well over 20 something years.
Wow. Okay. Well, I will say this: we saw Donald J. Trump become president of the United States. So if we saw that happen,
woo, baby,
I am not surprised by anything else that will happen, that can happen. The thing that should be cause for concern for people in Georgia is that this had to go to a runoff.
Yeah, but I have to remind people all the time, because people who live here in the 10 counties that make up Metro Atlanta forget that outside of Metro Atlanta is Georgia.
Yeah.
Racist, Southern, Confederate loving Georgia.
So let me ask you this, Steph. I saw something that someone said, and I didn't know how to take it. One, and I know this guy you don't care for, Killer Mike. He said that Stacey, look at her face. He said that Stacey Abrams needs to do more than just sit around Atlanta. He said that Georgia is more than Atlanta, and she is not out there rallying in those other areas that what's your governor's name?
Brian Kemp.
Brian Kemp was going to. He was hitting all those other little small cities and towns in the state of Georgia where she just focused on Atlanta. Do you think there was some truth to that? And maybe that is why
the outcome? She was receiving death threats. Again, outside of Metro Atlanta is the rest of Georgia, where they hate people that are shade.
Okay. So do you think she should have went and did it, or no?
I think certain places. I was concerned for her safety. Even here in Metro Atlanta, I was really concerned for her safety, because one thing about good old Georgia, they don't want to see a woman, especially a Black woman, be a governor here. So yeah, I was really concerned for her safety, but I don't want to hear anything Killer Mike has to say, because he's a Trump lover.
Okay. I didn't know he was. See, I
didn't know either. That took me by surprise. Someone sent me this article and I was reading, and I was like, oh my God.
So let me play devil's advocate here. What's worse, being a Biden lover or a Trump lover?
It's the same. But Biden, you'll never have a January 6th situation. You're not going to have that.
Okay. Let me be more specific, because I'm going to say this, and sorry to my white listeners here. January 6th really ain't involve Black people. Who is much more detrimental to the Black community, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
In what sense? Because they both are, but in different ways.
Economic sense, socially,
They're
yeah.
kind of neck and neck, because the problem is Donald Trump only cares about Black people when it's beneficial for him to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph pretends to care about us in
That's
order
more
to get our
dangerous in my
support.
sense.
So so that's what I was getting to. Do you that sounds like that's a little bit more dangerous than the cares about us when it's convenient, right? Because what I'm seeing, and again, for me, I'm not, you know what my stance is, but
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like, do I want a guy, if I have a choice, right? Let's say, gun in my head, I got a choice here. Do I want a guy that from the standpoint of bills or what he has done has been a step up over previous administrations for Black people? However, what's coming out of his mouth says otherwise? Or do I want the guy that has the history of not doing what's right, or saying bad things about Black people, but from a voting standpoint, that's where we historically vote for. That's what we historically vote for. If that does that make sense what I'm saying?
It makes perfect sense.
Because I'm looking at Biden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I think Trump has lost his base.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lost it when he started encouraging his base to get the vaccine. I think that left an opening for DeSantis to come in.
Mm.
And I think
Look at the
it's,
midterms.
yeah.
Yeah, all of his candidates that he chose got walloped
Right.
a few weeks ago.
Mm.
Just look at the midterms. With the well, there isn't really no exception. They all got
No,
walloped.
because he disowned Brian Kemp. Had Brian Kemp still been his buddy, Stacey Abrams would be our governor elect right now.
Absolutely. The only
Yeah.
one that's hanging on by a thread is Herschel at
Oh,
this point.
he is endorsing Herschel.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was handpicked by
Mm-hmm.
Trump.
Absolutely.
So
He was grooming him, per se.
He said, "I need you to come on down here from Texas,
mhm.
and I need you to get that Senate seat over there in Georgia."
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, and we've had this discussion ad nauseum, but like, when are we as Black people going to go, you know what? I'd rather not damn vote, because I don't want to vote for this person, even though some of the things that they're saying may look like it's beneficial for us. They're still part of the Klan. I don't want to vote for this person because you're telling me to vote for him because that's who Black people vote for, and they are part of the Klan. Like, when does it come a point when collectively Black people go, we're not voting?
I'm waiting for the day.
And it shows, right? Because, I mean, go ahead, John.
Doesn't that have most to do with political literacy and some of the policies that were instituted in this United States? Like, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people don't know about that crime bill. and where it stems from. A lot of people don't know that in the African American community.
Mm-hmm.
They
And don't know why things are the way they are currently. A lot of people are ignorant to how certain things, such as qualified immunity um, within the police force, is a byproduct of slavery. A lot of people don't know that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If they did know that stuff, and who were the ones who authored those types of bills, they can make more informed decisions
Mm-hmm.
and not just go off of conjecture and falling victim to a lot of these demagogues that we have here in Congress or stumping to be in Congress. So I just think it's number one, arming yourself with proper information so that you can make an informed decision. But a lot of it is just, well, due to my familial bond and based on what they did in history, and we've discussed this ad nauseum. My mom was a Democrat, my dad was a Democrat, so I'm a Democrat. And don't question as to why they are Democrats and why you have to be or vote Democrat all the time, which you don't. You can identify with either party, but I don't sit here and vote on party lines.
But I call them demi-publicans because a lot of our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles, they claim Democrat, but baby,
Conservative,
based on conservative all day.
Yeah.
Demi-publicans.
You start talking about that same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the thing where it came across like CNN and all that today, where they were saying Republicans were trying to pass these same-sex marriage bills, and I'm like, these old bills that are already passed?
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. That was yesterday, right? Or was it?
I saw it today.
Okay.
I don't know when it happens.
Yeah.
I said, what are they up to?
Yeah, they up to something, but and when you tell and it's not like, John, where you said political literacy, right? It's not like people don't know Joe Biden push these things, right?
The vast majority of us don't know.
Well, what I'm saying is like maybe they didn't know before, but they've been informed of these things now. And they still turn a deaf ear to it. And I'm wondering why. Because him doing that is just as bad as Trump wanting to persecute the what did you call them people? The six remember they made the Netflix
the Central Park
6, I think that's the name. Yeah.
5.
Five. That's somewhat on the same level, except it ain't a bill, but like we can remember that, and rightfully so, but nobody wants to hear about what Joe Biden used to do when he was a part of the Senate.
Right. They hush you up real quick. That's the past.
Yeah.
Now look at him sitting in that office with dementia.
Okay. We got the Patti Labelle pie.
Did I lie?
No, you didn't. You said something factual. So it's it's fair game.
Usually it's him saying stuff and you and I wanting to move on, but the minute I do it,
listen, I'm not a clinician, a licensed clinician, but I can sit there and tell you,
listen, when
he
Joe
ain't all there.
Yeah, when Joe fell off that bike, I was like,
The bike, the pin passing,
the pin thing is
that was the biggest one. When he looked at the guy, he's like, "Who is this guy, and why is he here?"
Him thinking that the person that worked for him was dead, and
that's my favorite one.
He took that pin and he was like, I said, "Oh man, he's in another dimension. They need to check him for CTE." Okay.
Oh wow. Oh what? CTE, Herschel Walker. We got CTE running for Senate right here. I'm about to go. Get the hell out of here.
He's talking about
Every,
vampires during a stumping speech. I
Yeah, and
mean,
werewolves and stuff. And then he said Georgia is the greatest country in the United States of America.
every time I see Herschel, I always think of that meme of or that gif, that little clip. I'm sorry, of Michael Irvin said, "I think my CTE active."
Listen, we not gonna get started on
You ever
Michael
see
Irvin
that?
and his alleged habit.
I think my CTE acting up. All right. So we went out as we do, we've been picking every week. This week was my week to pick, and I picked two things. The first thing we picked right here was the Patti Labelle chocolate chip cookie pie. It's a new addition to her pies. It's made with semi-sweet chocolate chips. This is the box. No artificial flavors or colors. No high fructose corn syrup. 0 grams of trans fat.
I'm looking at the inside of that pie. I don't believe any of that.
I don't either. Also, the second thing that we were supposed to get here was Mountain Dew has a special flavor. It's called Purple Thunder that is sold exclusively at Circle K. And we went out and got that. They didn't have the 20-ounce bottle available, but they did have it on a fountain. So this is what you'll see, that polar.
I didn't get it. So
Oh,
you two have at it.
Keith was laughing at me because he was on the phone with me when I was in the store getting it. And when it was coming out the fountain, it didn't look too purple.
It didn't look purple.
Real pink.
And then all of a sudden it magically turned purple.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to put that in my body.
Yeah.
I'm just going to suggest that you don't consume that entire 20-ounce cup of
oh, no, I'm not, because it's Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I got a little medium. The rest of this will go to Isaac.
Yeah, it's a... Yeah,
all right. Well, we're going to try this first. John decided not to be part of the gang today, which is quite unfair. So let me just go ahead and give you a lashing while we're on public. So you want us to participate in yours with them nasty ass cauliflower straws, but you couldn't get a Mountain Dew and take a sip. Explain to me why you couldn't get this $1.05 sip.
Mine was 97
I got this damn pie today.
Woo! Because listen, I was in the fight of my life for that damn pie.
Me too. I had to go to 6 different stores just to be turned down from 6 different stores.
Are you serious?
Canceling orders, online orders, when it states on the website, oh, we have 7. Oh, 5 are available.
No,
and I go ahead and place my order. And I go on down there. Oh, it's canceled.
Wow.
So I had to go from every store. The closest stores to me in my little area is Lakeland. All 3 of those stores didn't have it.
I'm going to shut my damn
one
mouth.
Down Davenport said they had it, didn't have it. You know where I had to go, Mr. Keith? I had to go all the way to Winter Garden.
I'm going to shut
all the way to Winter Garden to get this damn pie today.
I'm not going to all the way shut my mouth. You know why? Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. Come back, John.
Okay, he's back.
There he is.
I'm not going to all the way shut my mouth. You know why? Because I told this young man, I'm going to Target. Let me know and I'll bring it to you. Didn't I tell you that?
I'm going to stay out of this one.
But once again,
so all you had to say was
the inventory levels dictate that I'm able to get them in area closest to me where I don't have to meet up with you. I was going to get them closest to me.
You wasn't even going to have to meet up with me because I was at Disney. I told you I was going to bring it to you. I was going to purchase it. And I was going to bring it to you.
I didn't want to go out to Disney, man.
You weren't going to go to Disney. I was going to bring it to your house, sir.
You're not listening.
I didn't know that was an option.
I told you I would bring it to you. I said, hey, I'm going to be at Disney anyway, so I just bring
my
it to you.
CPA kicking in right now. So
man, get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see I'm staying out of this.
Oh, my God. Well, I'll let you pass on that one because...
Thank you.
Yeah, when I went to the store to Target, they said that they had 7 of them, and it was only 2 up there. So
yeah, see,
I don't know why this was such high demand.
They told me they had them in stock, and I went there, and the little dude was flirting with me and stuff. And I said, I don't care what you say. They told me it's in stock on G15. I don't see any, so you need to go check in the back. And so he went in the freezer and came back with a handful of them. So I got my pie.
Well, let me tell you something. Patti LaBelle has really cornered the market because everything that she's putting out is just flying off the shelves, it seems like.
That apple pie, I want one now.
Yeah, I got to try that apple pie. You said it's pretty good. But
I put some vanilla bean ice cream on it when it's hot. Not
right,
hot, hot.
all right, let's go ahead and give this pie a try.
We're gonna do the pie first.
Yeah, this doesn't look
It looks
too.
delicious. No,
Let me
not the
see.
inside, but the crust
Not the
looks
inside,
good.
the outside, dude.
It smells like pecan pie. Oh Lord.
Let me take one more bite.
Just to make sure, huh?
I don't want to smack in the microphone.
All right. Well, let's hear it. Ladies first. Steph, thoughts?
Y'all don't taste a little blueberry in there or something? I don't know. Maybe my taste buds are off. But I need some vanilla ice cream.
I didn't taste any blueberry.
It's not bad.
Neither did I.
I just need some vanilla ice cream.
Okay. John?
It's very pedestrian to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something where I'm going to pay another $9 to consume this pie once again.
No.
It's not bad. It's just not anything to write home about. So
It ain't $9 worth.
No.
this is not $9. No,
No. If it was $4.99, I'd have been like, okay.
and $5 is pushing it.
It's not Debbie cake horrible either.
Mm. Hey, give me some pecans and some ice cream. I'm okay with that.
Be beautiful.
Yeah, it has too many chocolate chips in it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Steph, let's try it. The Mountain Dew.
Oh Lord.
What a way to wash it down, huh?
Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess mine is I didn't put any ice in it, but it tastes kind of watery.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay.
So maybe that's how it is.
Maybe.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It is. You did get out of a fountain, so
So
maybe they didn't put enough syrup. I don't know.
But all Mountain Dew is
praise
nasty to
God.
me anyway. Except that one we tried before, the Ghost, whatever. That Mountain Dew was actually pretty good. But all Mountain Dew is nasty to me.
That gold, I think it was the gold Baja we tried a long time ago.
I didn't try
maybe
that
was
one.
the one. Or maybe Isaac tried. No, Isaac got that one. It was a gold, like it was a gold Baja thing, and I was like, oh man, this tastes pretty good. But I don't think I've liked any of them that we've had.
I definitely don't like that right there. I want my $1 back.
Yeah, it's watery. I mean, hey, maybe that's better that it ain't all the way sugar, because it could have had us passing out right now after eating Patty's pie. But
and I only cut a little slither of the pie.
Me too. They say you're supposed to get 5 slices, and per slice would be 40 grams of sugar.
5 slices out of that big? Ooh, I was about to curse. Out of that big?
200 grams of sugar. That's awesome.
You can't eat that whole pie. Your guts will be bubbling up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My slice is about like that. Something like that.
I had a little,
very
you
small.
can see it. I cut a small slither.
That's about the size of mine.
Mine was a little bit smaller than that. Just a little bit smaller than that. Okay. So no, it ain't worth $9, y'all.
No, it's not.
And
I'm a doctor.
I'd like to have tried that Mountain Dew in the bottle instead of the fountain, but then again, for sugar purposes, it probably was better at the fountain for us.
But But
Steph,
my $9 isn't gonna go to waste. I'm gonna doctor that pie up and eat it.
oh no, it ain't going to waste either because I got some nuts in there. And I actually do have some ice cream from Thanksgiving left over.
I need some
So,
walnuts.
but it probably ain't gonna get. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it because Isaac is a chocolate chip monster. But we'll
So he's
see.
going to house the rest of this pie?
He'll try in the next couple of days. I don't know if my wife has tried it yet, so we'll see what they think. But I would like to get some walnuts or pecans or something and put some ice cream on it. And I think it'll, because the middle was kind of like the pecan pie, like you said earlier. It was like that consistency.
No, that's
what I
exactly
was
what it
tasting. Oh yeah, that's what I was tasting. I ain't taste a blueberry.
The cookie itself is a little dry.
Yes, the top of it. That little crust.
Are you supposed to eat it as is, or are you supposed to warm it up?
It says warm it up. I warmed mine up in the oven.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, for that just baked flavor, serve warm. Preheat oven to 360. Remove pie from carton. Place on the clean. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Enjoy as is, or for an extra special treat, add ice cream. Yeah, mine was warmed up.
I don't think it's going to help it either way.
I just got a text from the missus.
Oh, with no number?
As did I.
Wait a minute. John, you checked your phone? I would have thought it would have been
I got an alert from my watch.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have been like next week when you would have saw her new
Shut
number.
up, man.
All right. Steph, go ahead and pick.
It's not my turn.
I thought it was. I thought John
I picked the poppables.
Oh, shoot. That's right.
It's my
bad. All right, John. What you got for us?
I have the candy popcorn Snickers flavor.
Oh man, I've always wanted to try those.
Because I've tried the Sour Patch Kids. You know, that's my.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, it was actually good. I guess because I love Sour Patch Kids. That face, please stop. You're so extra.
Oh,
don't you ever call me extra again, because you are way worse than me.
Sour Patch popcorn?
I
like Sour Patch Kids, but man.
And my nieces were here when I had it, and they were like, "Can we try some?" Absolutely not. Get on my face. I don't share my Sour Patch Kids.
I didn't even know they made that flavor.
In Five Below.
Oh, okay. So what is it called again, John?
Candy popcorn.
Candy
Snickers flavors.
All right.
Or Snickers flavored. It's at Walmart and
I think they have it in Publix too. I think that's the only place I ever really seen it was Publix. I think. Is it like in a blue or?
It's in a white bag.
It's in a white bag.
Publix carries it because they have the M&Ms, the Oreos, the Snickers,
yes,
Sour Patch Kids, and they have. I think the Reese's too.
I think I've seen M&M. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a good deal. I like that. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Listen to us talk about politics and why Steph should be very concerned after next week. And yeah, hopefully my stomach holds up. All right.
I'm sure we'll hear about it later on tonight.
Yes, you will. Thank you guys for joining us again. This is the Short Desk Podcast YouTube show.